Well, I promised you another interview with Dot Tilbury, and we're going to be looking at Dot's home movies. Well, pictures anyway, aren't we, Dot? This is looking back at your time in London with Mark Cavendish and the whole event. I mean, the big first cycling event of the Olympics. What was it like?
Well, we had quite a group went down with us. There were 22 in our party, and we decided that we go to the start and then look for a big screen, watch what transpired in the race, and then go back to the Mall for the finish. And we had lots of sort of friends that were already there, and they were saying it's like half the Isle of Man's already here. And when we arrived at the Mall, there were flags everywhere, Manx flags. And of course we came mob-handed, so it was just fantastic all day. We arrived at about 8:30 and set up our stall, and already the TV crews were there because all they wanted to talk to were the people from the Isle of Man. And we had ITV, BBC, we had Radio 5 Live, and it was just amazing, the atmosphere. You know, I mean, the British people have really got behind the games, and because cycling's not a sport like football, you wonder whether anybody's going to turn up or not, but the Mall was just absolutely mobbed, and even more mobbed for the ladies' race on Sunday because the people were off work. And you know, the peloton went past. First of all the security guys and the motorbikes went past, and there was a security guy stopped right opposite us, and we were chatting to them, and anyway they took one of our Manx flags, and when they came back at the front of the peloton to denote that the race was coming into land, they had the Manx flag flying out the back. So we were well known. And then I came back from Hyde Park Corner because we had to go into Hyde Park to watch the big screen, and when I came back, Radio 5 Live was there, and Colin Murray, who's on the ITV I think it is, and he was getting a Manx 3 legs painted because we had face painting. It was just a real party. It was just amazing. And he had a 3 legs painted on his face, and we made him an honorary Manxman. And but by this time, sadly, we knew that the gold medal wasn't to be, and even so, we had a great day out.
Was it you that was saying, I heard one of the interviews, that you probably did more, Mark and the Manx contingent in London probably did more to publicise the Isle of Man with all the television cameras that were there than maybe some of the bigger advertising campaigns that have been done?
I would definitely say so, purely because we were such the centre of attention, and all the foreign people that were there with their TV cameras, because we were right opposite the press, where the press hung out, and they were all just coming up wanting interviews, you know, from Brazil and Australia, you name it. We did interviews from all over the world, and they were coming up and saying, who are you, you know, and we were explaining that we were from the Isle of Man, where Mark Cavendish comes from, and that we come to support him. And it was just amazing, really. In fact, you got a bit blasé about it in the end, because there were so many TV cameras that you know, it became a way of life. And one of the little boys that was with us, William Corkle, he said the next day, he said, do you know, Doc, this is the first time we haven't had a TV interview. So it was a great day.